So we actually go through Rudy's past where we see him watching three boys playing in the snow. And then we actually found out that he's been sick. And that's when his mother came and told him that he cannot be outside because of his illness, in which he actually wished that he need a healthy body so he can go outside. And that is when Musen actually came and he actually gave him the powers of the demon, which his parents doesn't appreciate it, but we actually knew that we actually seen him eating his siblings, but we actually saw his father take a knife and we saw his family getting killed. And that's when his mother apologized to him for not giving him a strong, healthy body. And those are his last words before she dies, in which we saw Muzan gave him the title of one of the 12 demon moons. And so have made fake families by these spider people. And back in the present, where we see him being disintegrated, we actually seen him going over to Tanjiro, who's still protecting Nezuko, in which he's still trying to get the bond that he's desperately needed. And that's when we saw him being actually disintegrated completely, in which he actually go where he actually done wrong. That's when his parents, his mother and father, actually came, and then he reverted back to his human self, and then he apologizing for what he has done. And we actually saw the last scene of Rudy, and then we saw Gio told Tanjiro not to have sympathy for the demons. Even though they are monsters, he still felt bad about the demons who are actually was forced to kill humans. But then we actually saw Shinobu battle slash Nezuko when Gio actually saw her, and that's when we actually saw Tanjiro pick up Nezuko and actually try to leave. And that's when we saw Gio trying to buy them some time and while try to fight Shinobu, in which when he picked up her box, he didn't notice that someone else is following them. And that's when Gio and Shinobu are actually battling, which she actually points out that demon slayers of their ranks shouldn't actually battle each other. So they actually decide to go where Tanjiro is. That's when we saw Gio catch up to Shinobu. Meanwhile, we saw the cleanup mutant, the Kakushis, and they actually come and take care of the wounded, which they actually saw Inosuke being tied up by a tree by Gio, and they actually recognized him because of his uniform pants. And they actually found Shinisu actually was the one who saw down the poison. And that's when the person who cut up to Tanjiro and she's about to attack Nezuko, but then she actually shrunk down and actually tried to run away. In which we actually seen the crow actually gave the message from headquarters after we saw Genyo and Shinobu are actually having an argument, which is actually a hilarious one at best, in which they actually told them to bring Tanjiro and Nezuko to headquarters, in which they actually did. And we actually saw Zenitsu recognize the young girl from the final selection, and which daybreak actually came, and we saw Tanjiro being tied up, and then one of the Kagoshis actually say that he is now in the presence of the Hashiras, the high-ranking demon slayers, in which we're actually going to see what's going to happen. Now, we actually found out that Chilapu and Gyo is actually two of the Hashiras, which they are actually high officials, in which they actually known as the Pillars. So we're actually going to see what they're actually going to do with Tanjiro and Nezuko on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy here saying signing out. Laters!